Hi everyone, so welcome back to my channel. As you can probably tell, I'm not in London right now. I am in Mexico. There will be a Mexico vlog. We've been vlogging the whole trip. I am going to Miami, I'm going to DC, and so there'll be vlogs for Miami and also DC as well. Today I'm going to be taking you through all the things that I kind of wish I knew before I went to Dubai. So I wanted to break this down into a couple of sections, talk a little bit about the whole journey, like things to do, where to stay, where to eat, all of that kind of stuff, just to give you a bit of understanding about what Dubai is like. I went to Dubai in December. It was meant to be a 2-week trip, ended up being a month trip. I didn't vlog very much just because like 2020 was such a busy and stressful year for me. And so I needed just a bit of time to rejuvenate, recharge, and get ready for 2021. So I'm going to talk about how we got there in 2020, so December 2020. If you're watching this during the pandemic where there's still COVID restrictions, do make sure that you're signed up to gov.uk and have their notifications for it whenever there's any changes on the travel restrictions for you to get out of the country, but also to make sure that you can come back into the country that you reside in. So when we went, we booked our flights, I think it was like the 3rd of December 2020. It was just as we were coming out of another lockdown. We then went into a completely new lockdown, like a couple of days after. I think it was just before Christmas or just after Christmas. I can't remember exactly when. We were in Dubai at that point. In essence, we were able to travel to Dubai. We just needed to show a negative COVID test within, I think it was like 3 or 4 days before traveling. That was how we got there, very easy. So Uber is based in Dubai, but it's always a little bit more expensive. What you want to do is download this app called Cabee, C-A-B-E-E, and then normally like a couple of, I want to say maybe like 20% cheaper than getting an Uber out there. So the currency for Dubai, in case you don't know, is dirham. It's very easy for you to change money, and I would always want to change money at home. My friend changed money through Travelex, and I think if you spend or change more than £600, they give you free delivery and it's a bit of a better rate. I normally don't change money. I only change it when they don't really use card and you need to have cash on you. So for me, I just took my Amex card, took my MasterCard, took my Visa card, and I just used everything on my Amex, Visa and MasterCard. So the next thing is where to stay. I have been to Dubai before. I went in 2019, but I went with my cousin and her friend, and we stayed at the 5 Jumeirah Hotel. Unfortunately, the 5 Jumeirah Hotel has not withstood the pandemic, and it shows that in terms of the customer service, the maintenance of the rooms, it's just not the same vibe anymore as it was in 2019. So if you have people that you know in Dubai, definitely stay with them. Dubai is expensive. It's an expensive city, it's an expensive trip, especially if you want to do turn up, it's expensive. So no question, no doubt, like please, 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 if you know somebody in Dubai, stay with them. In case you don't know anybody in Dubai, where I would suggest that you stay is the 5, but they're residences and villas. It's slightly further out, it's not like completely central. I think like you can get an Airbnb in the marina, you can probably find some really decent Airbnbs, but if you don't want to go through the Airbnb route, I ended up staying at the 5 residences and villas. I got a 1-bedroom with a jacuzzi outside. It was perfect. So I was working a little bit out there just before Christmas, and so like I had like my bedroom and that opened out into like the jacuzzi area, etc. And then it also had like a dining area, an island, a place where I could sit and chill and watch TV. There's like a private pool that you can use, and like 2 bedrooms and all that kind of stuff. The 5 residences I quite liked. I quite like that energy, I quite like that vibe, and I quite like the mix of being able to be at a hotel, so you have people and a reception to help you, but you also had the option to like cook food and have like a space that you can chill, similar to what I'm having here in Mexico. Then the next thing is what to do while you're out there. I'm going to split this up into like activities and like things that you can do, brunches, restaurants where to go and eat at, and then nightclubs. So if you think about the activities, obviously everybody talks about the ATVs, the jet skis, water sports, desert safari and all of that kind of stuff. We had done that in 2019, so I wasn't planning to do that again in December 2020. We went with this travel company. They were awful, wouldn't suggest them. There was a place called, I can't remember exactly what it's called. I will leave it here in case you're interested, but it is expensive. I've heard very good things about it. I think that it's worth the price that you pay. If you don't want to pay that, there are loads of different places on like Voucher, Groupon, TripAdvisor. There'll be loads of different places that you can get those tours, and I think that you should try and get that done as soon as possible when you get into Dubai, just so that you have that out of the way and know that you've been able to do it. We also did a boat while we were out there in 2019 and also in 2020, and that was a lot of fun. Just type in Dubai boat tour or Dubai boat hire in Google and you'll find like a number of different vendors and companies that you can choose from. It wasn't a lot of money. I think maybe for 2 hours it came to like £140, and I would also suggest that you do it around sunset. So work out when sunset is when you're going on your boat party. So you essentially want to be able to like go out when it's sunny and then catch the sunset on the boat and then turn up in the night. Then the next thing that you might want to do while you're out there is brunches. Dubai is very well known for its brunches. I think Friday for sure is one of its biggest brunches. We'd originally gone to Saffron Brunch in 2019 and that was a lot of fun, but Seven Sisters Brunch was a lot more our vibe. It was a lot more Afrobeats, a lot more trap music, a lot more British black music. So I would definitely suggest you do that. One of my friends actually hosts the old school brunch, and I'll leave a link down in the description box in case you're interested for that. And there are various other brunches. If you just search best Dubai brunches, you'll find a load of them. If you're a lady, Dubai, as with a lot of other Asian countries, like it's a big thing in Singapore, big thing in Hong Kong, big thing in Korea, do certain like ladies nights. And there's this thing called ladiesnight.ae. There's essentially a combination of all the various different ladies night events, days, things, whatever it is that you benefit from as a result of being a lady. And so there are like beach clubs where you can get like bottomless drinks and like a plate of food, or half price this or half price that. And one of the nicest things I think is good, you can actually go to Atmosphere Bar and get 3 drinks and then like some nibbles for 120 dirham, which I think is about like £30. And you go up to the Burj Khalifa, you're obviously getting some food and you're seeing the view and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't even bother going to the Burj Khalifa after that because I've seen the view, I've done everything that I need to do. And then last but not least, nightclubs. So when we went in 2019, obviously it was pre-pandemic, there wasn't any issue, there was no curfew. But in 2019, when we were in Dubai, you couldn't go out and dance. So you had to basically go, listen to all this fire music and just sit in your seat. And because it was all table service, they had to separate the tables and all that kind of stuff, we spent a bomb for 2 bottles. For a Hennessy bottle and a vodka bottle, we paid £1,000. The last thing is where you eat. So Instacart, download it. It's a fantastic app. It basically delivers groceries to your door. Obviously Deliveroo and Uber Eats still work there, which is great if you're staying at a place like this where it's a combination of hotel and also like an apartment vibe. So yeah, I think that's basically it. I just wanted to give a quick rundown about my trip to Dubai, both in 2019 and 2020, just in case you were interested, just so that you know kind of what to do and what to enjoy while you're out there. If you have any other questions or things that you're like, oh, what about this and what about that, leave it in the comments and we'll definitely respond to it. But yeah, I had a really great time. Definitely would recommend to buy, whether you're from the UK, US, or wherever it is that you're based. It is a lot of fun. It is expensive. It is expensive. So I hope that's been helpful. If you have any questions, obviously leave it down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Obviously share this video for anybody who might find this useful. And with that, see you guys later. Bye.